Hey everybody, this is Chris with Coalition Gaming, and we've upgraded one of our crew members' computer with a custom loop, but it's the EKWB A240 kit, the all aluminum one. Stay tuned to see some info there. So when the kit arrived, I was still, doing my day job, a little bit busy. So my little brother Zalman, he took it over to a Coalition crew member, Homebrewedhero. And he's technically he's our resident water cooling expert, so I would have wanted him to do it anyways. So I'll go ahead and link put a link either here or over here. I forget exactly where it's going to come up, and it's going to be his build video on this one. So this is the results video to that. So we're benchmarking it. We're getting the overclock set in place again. We're getting it back up to 4.5 gigahertz. The Arctic 240 that failed. It couldn't really hold on to 4.5 gigahertz on it. It could do it long enough for the benchmarks, but it just wasn't enough the way it was. So we're back to 4.5 gigahertz. The Arctic was at 4.2, and that was doing that stably before it conked out. So 4.5, it's a gigahertz over what it had it safe at, when that was at 3.5 gigahertz all core, and that was with the Hyper 212. And that Hyper 212 was just seriously not enough. When that Arctic 240 went out, I threw on my spare Hyper 212, tried to keep it overclocked, and it wouldn't. It would get into the high 80s and then just get uncomfortably hot. That cooler isn't good for overclocking a 130 watt processor. I mean, it's pretty much at its limits to begin with, and I even had it set up with 2 fans and push-pull. Whatever, that's neither here nor there now. We're back up to 4.5 gigahertz. And so far, everything's stable. This kit it's actually pretty amazing because I'm running Prime 95 blend. I'm encoding a video with Handbrake, and that's been going for 20-30 minutes now on both fronts. And it's pulling about 180 to 190 watts. So according to core temp. So it's pulling a lot. I mean, it's hot. It's spitting out a ton of air, and this EKWB Gaming 240 kit it's holding its own. Now, we did notice with this case that it doesn't have a whole lot of front intake here, and it did have a mesh in the front bottom. It only pulls in air from the front bottom, and we found out that it has a really restricting mesh on there. So when we removed the mesh, the temperatures got a little more under control. And it's still not as nearly as in control as with the whole front panel off. Obviously, that's going to be the best case scenario for anything. But look, here's the mesh right here. And it has not only this metal one, but this floppy one. And you have double the filtration going, and that's actually double the restriction. So we pulled this off, and it's doing a lot better. So right now, it's currently in the low 80s on all cores. A few of the cores are in the high 70s, and this is a pretty much max stress, and it's doing pretty well. So in the end, I think this this EKWB Gaming 240 semi-custom loop or full custom loop. It's more of a full custom loop. It's all aluminum though, so you just gotta be careful mixing your metals on that. But all aluminum kit, performing really well, especially with a little bit of restrictive intake. But and it's expandable, which is cool because the plan later on is to add a GPU block to this kit. But well, we only have a 240 millimeter radiator in front, and this processor is already pushing that. So we're gonna have to add a 120 millimeter radiator for 360 millimeter total. And we'll put that in the back probably as an exhaust because there's a bit of an issue running any radiators with fans in the top. We might be able to get away with slim fans with another 240 on top though, something to look into. But once we do all that, this kit is just going to shine. It's really nice, and the reason we didn't do the 240G with the kit with the graphics card block was because this is using a 980 Ti, and the 240G's graphics card block is not compatible with that. Otherwise, we may have considered doing that. So anyways, I really do like this kit. It's performing great on this really hot processor. This is a Xeon E5 1650, the Sandy Bridge version. So 130 watt, and you can push this thing like crazy. It's running at it's at 1.4 volts right now, which is pretty high for one of these processors. But you got a 4.5 gigahertz, 6 cores, 12 threads, temps under control. This thing is just going to perform like a monster. So yeah, the EKWB A240 kit, thumbs up from me. See you guys. And we got Zalman right here. So check out his Twitch. That's TZ_gaming909. And he's going to be streaming with this thing. And that's one of the reasons we needed all those cores. So if you like this video, make sure you click that like button. Click that subscribe button. There's always more coming. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.